Water Part 4. And then, in the midst of the terror, came a touch of reason. And then again, he was going down. Again, he found a touch of reason, wit in his. He could realize, I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. Again, he had the same thought. जब मैं नीचे जाऊंगा bottom पे तभी मैं jump लूंगा. At last, I felt the tiles under me, and then when he went down, he felt the tiles of the bottom of the pool under his feet. My toes reached out as if to grab them, and he says my toes ऐसे नीचे उनको सर्च कर रहे थे, रीच कर रहे थे, as if to grab them. Grab means hold them, कि कहीं टाइल्स को ही पकड़ लूँ. I jumped with everything I had, and then with all the force he had in his body, all the energy he had in his body, he jumped. But the jump made no difference. But that jump again made no difference. The water was still around me. The water was still around him. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wings, and he looked for everything. कहीं कोई rope मिल जाए, कोई ladder मिल जाए, सीढ़ी मिल जाए, कोई water wings मिल जाए, apparatus मिल जाए जिससे कि वो बच सके. Nothing but water, but there was nothing except the water. A mass of yellow water held me. चारों तरफ से he was engulfed with a yellow mass of water. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me like a great charge of electricity. And absolute terror, absolute fear took deeper hold on him. And again, now he became more fearful. Like a great charge of electricity. जैसे एक electricity चारों तरफ से आदमी को घेर लेती है. I shook and trembled with fright. Now he shook and he trembled. He shivered with fright कि अब तो कोई सहारा ही नहीं है. My arms wouldn't move. My legs wouldn't move. I tried to call for help, to call for mother. Nothing happened. And now he felt that, of course, his legs and arms, they have given away. And he tried to call his mother, but nothing happened. And then strangely there was fight, and then light, and then there was strangely he saw a light. I was coming out of the awful yellow water. उसने देखा कुछ light है. He was coming out of that water. At least my eyes were. उसे लगा कि चलो उसकी आंखें तो बाहर आई. My nose was almost out too, and he found that his nose was out of the water. Then I started down a third time, again with great force, again with great determination. He went down the third time into the pool. I sucked for air and got water. He sucked, he drew in air. He filled his lungs with, wanted to fill his lungs with air, but there was water. The yellowish light was going out. Now he found that the yellowish light was going away. Then all effort ceased and relaxed. And now all his efforts they ceased. Now he could not find any effort. He could not do any effort. सारे efforts उसके cease हो गए, stop हो गए. Even my legs felt limp, and he felt his legs have become limp. They lacked strength. With the blackness swept over my brain, and ऐसा लगा जैसे उसके दिमाग पे, उसके माइंड में एक ब्लैकनेस आ गई, अंधेरा छा गया. It wiped out fear. अब कोई डर भी नहीं था. It wiped out terror. There was no more panic. Now he was not feeling any fear. It was quiet and peaceful. It was very quiet and peaceful. Nothing to be afraid of. This is nice to be drowsy, to go to sleep. And now he found that he's getting numb. He was going to sleep. No need to jump. Too tired to jump. He was too tired to jump. It's nice to be carried gently. बहुत अच्छा है, ऐसे ही मैं carried रहूँ, ऐसे ही मैं gently float करता रहूँ. To float along in space. Tender arms around me. Tender arms like mothers. And he found that उसे ऐसा लगा जैसे कोई tender arms है उसके चारों तरफ. Tender arms like his mother's. Now I must go to sleep. Now he felt that he should go to sleep. I crossed to oblivion. Now this is very very important line. I crossed to oblivion and the curtain of life fell. Very very important. Now here Douglas, when he went down in the pool for the third time, he swallowed more water. In the hope of getting air, he swallowed more water, and his efforts to jump up stopped. We have seen that how his arms, his legs, they felt limp. They lacked all strength, and the blackness, एक अंधेरा सा उसके दिमाग पे छा गया, and it wiped out. Now he found that no more his brain, no more he was fearful. Sara terror, Sara fear has gone. No more panic. It was very quiet, very very peaceful, and he felt drowsy. अब उसे नींद आने लगी. He wanted to go to sleep. The next I remember, I was lying on my stomach beside the pool vomiting. And next I remember, कह रहे अगले पल उसे याद है कि what he is doing is he is vomiting near the pool. The chap that threw me in was saying, but I was only fooling. And the chap, that boy who threw him inside, Puganare, I was just fooling, I was just joking. Someone said the kid nearly died. Be all right now. Let's carry him to the locker room. And then they said they carried him to the locker room where they changed the clothes and all. Several hours later, I walked home. I was weak and trembling. I shook and cried when I lay on my bed. I couldn't eat that night. And these were the after effects of that terrible incident in his life. He came home, he was weak, he was shivering, trembling, he shook, he cried, he could not eat that night. For days, uh, a haunting for days a haunting fear was in my heart. और बहुत दिन तक वो ये haunting fear, haunting means which came again and again. haunting कहते हैं जो बार बार आपको याद दिलाता है, ये बार बार डर उसके दिमाग में दिल में आता रहा. The slightest exertion upset me. और कोई हल्का सा भी, slightest means even little, and exertion means physical or mental effort. छोटा सा भी वो कोई फिजिकल एफर्ट करते थे या कोई मेंटल काम करते थे, इट डिड अपसेट हिम, वो उसको इरिटेट कर देते थे. मेकिंग मी वॉबली इन द नीज एंड सिक टू माई स्टमक. एंड ही फेल्ट, जब भी वो कोई एक्सर्शन करते थे, ही फेल्ट वेरी अनस्टडी. वॉबली मीन्स वेरी अनस्टडी इन द नीज, उसके घुटने लड़खड़ा जाते थे. दैट इट मीन्स अनस्टडी मीन्स लड़खड़ाना. एंड ही फेल्ट चैग्रिन इन हिज स्टमक, ही फेल्ट सिक इन हिज स्टमक, कि वो दोबारा से वो डर लौट के आ जाता था. द फियर केम बैक. I never went back to the pool. I feared water. I avoided it whenever I could. And now this was the result. He did not go back to the pool. He feared water. He avoided it whenever he could. A few years later, when I came to know the waters of the Cascades, I wanted to get into them. अब कुछ सालों के बाद when he came to know that there are the waterfalls, Cascades are waterfalls, he wanted to go there. And whenever I did, whether I was wading the Titan or bumping river or bathing in warm lake of the goat rocks, the terror that had seized me in the pool would come back. Now he's giving the different examples. He says whenever he went there, whenever he was wading, whenever he was boating in the Titan or bumping river, or he was bathing in the warm lake of the great rocks, that terror, that fear that had seized me, जो उनको उस पूल में आया था, वो दोबारा से आ जाता था दिमाग में. It would take possession of me completely. पूरी तरह से he would be afraid. My legs would become paralyzed. Same feeling would haunt him. उनके legs paralyzed हो जाते थे. Icy horror would grab my heart. एक cold horror, एक डर, naked डर उसको जो है seize कर लेता था. This is all in this video. Next will be in my next video.